rivals go head-to-head as Texas A&M battles unbeaten Texas Tech. Next, only on FX. Sports.com, Fox Soccer, FSN, and Fox Sports, the greatest collection of sports properties in the world.
We are Fox Sports!
Lubbock, Texas. Well, tonight, a sellout crowd will watch two Big 12 rivals meet for maybe the final time. The Texas Tech Red Raiders are undefeated, but are they for real? They'll find out quickly. Texas A&M was a preseason top 10 team, but they've lost 2 in a row and are in desperate need of a win. A&M Tech next on FX. Texas. And this is the FX game of the week brought to you by Russell Athletic. Tonight, it's a rivalry that dates back to the old Southwest Conference as the former Texas Tech Red Raiders play host to the 25th ranked Texas A&M Aggies. Hi, everybody. I'm Gus Johnson, and welcome to West Texas, where we've got an interesting one for you tonight. The Texas A&M Aggies are a talented and powerful football team, but they've been unable to hang on to second-half leads the last 2 weeks. Meanwhile, for Texas Tech, they're undefeated, but they played inferior competition. So the question is, can Texas Tech hang with the team built to play for the national championship? We'll find out right now. I'm pleased to be joined by my partner, Charles Davis and CD for A&M. The last 2 weeks, deflating losses to Oklahoma State and last week to Arkansas.
And now they need to take that deflation and turn it into anger. And you do that by being physical. That means running the football for Texas A&M with 2 stellar backs. Kristen Michael ran for 230 yards and 3 touchdowns against Arkansas last week. And Cyrus Gray was a 1,000-yard rusher last season. Texas Tech gives up 230 yards per game on the ground. So for them to have a chance tonight, they've got to cut that number down to 200 or below.
Meanwhile, for Texas Tech offensively, they've got a quarterback that can play the game.
Seth Dagey, another in a long line of accurate Texas Tech quarterbacks. He's thrown 3 touchdowns or more in all 4 games this year. And he looks at the stats. He sees that Oklahoma State threw for 438 yards. He sees that last week that Arkansas threw for 510 yards. So tonight, for Texas A&M to have a chance, they've got to get to him and get him on the ground. I'm putting the number at 7, Gus. Texas A&M averages nearly 5 sacks per game. They've got to get him down 7 times.
Okay, 2 explosive offenses on the field this evening. And that brings us to our Sprint Superstar Spotlight.
We start with Texas Tech's Eric Stevens, their running back. He can block, he can run, he can catch. He scored a touchdown in 6 straight games. Flip it over to Texas A&M. Their wide receiver Jeff Fuller is one of the best in the country last year. 11 catches, 172 yards, and 2 touchdowns against Texas Tech. He wants to duplicate those numbers tonight.
So coming up from Lubbock, it's the Aggies and the Red Raiders. This one is more than personal. This is Texas football. Kevin Frazier, Marcus Allen, next.